Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team...
Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's played it in low. Maldini. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Puskas. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Looking to play him in. And Hullet! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Mbappe gets into a good position.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Looking for options for movement. Messi! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Ronaldinho. And it's Deco.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Hullet. Hullet touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Vieira. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. Argentina looking to pass their way through. Ernest. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Hullet. He's looking wide. Stood up well to him there. Veron. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's a good spell of possession. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pelé. Pelé! No mistake! Argentina are level. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hermes. Vieira.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dink through. Veron. Can he finish? Goal, Italy! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Italy go into the lead. Now it's Hullet. That ball looks a good one. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Italy blast themselves into a three-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now the cross. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Veron. That's a shade optimistic. Puskás being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Mbappe! And that is expertly dealt with. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 10.
So the manager can make a change
Messi.
for the first time in the game
Número
here.
7. Número 18.
And that's a throw.
Número 11. Número 23. Entran número 20. Número 17.
Hermes.
Número 5. Número 14.
Neither of these two want to
Número
come off
21.
second best.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Rijkaard. Vieira. Showing good feet. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And the counter is on. Messi. Veron. Italy finding their passes. Vieira. Now Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. And they can counter here. And here's Cruyff. He's being urged to shoot. And he's managed to get free. Now the delivery. The referee has given a corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Araujo. And he's managed to get rid. Vieira. Rafael Leao. Now it's Doku. He's found a way through. Thuram wins the duel this time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Cruyff. Threads one in. And the finish! He scores! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Argentina give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Can he get on the end of this? Opts to... Decent chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rafael Leao is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
So, third corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. And here's Rafael Leao. Crosses it in, he rises! Oh, the ball, he's been caught napping! And again! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
Argentina have their second corner now. They've played it short. Doku stood his ground strongly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rijkaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neymar in acres of space out wide. This looks promising. Chooses to go back. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Cruyff. Aims beyond the defence. And here's Doku. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Bale. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Little doubt, that is a foul.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Rijkaard. 5 minutes to add. Forwards and with intent. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spread out to the left. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter,
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability to distribute could well be key here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pushkas. And it's Deco. And this is Deco. Back would it go? And he's had a hit! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's a sharp little ball here. And now they can spring out of defence. Deco. Now this could be a chance. Over to the left. Great vision. And this is Ronaldinho. Big header! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Club America finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Argentina are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Vieira. Probing pass, and he's picked it up out wide, and he whips it across. Deco. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Pele. And it's De Jong. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Pele. Ronaldinho. Pele. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
They've played it short, and here's Messi. Oh, well played. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. So what can they make of this? Rijkaard. Deco. Knocks it into space. Pele. De Jong.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Jong. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Deco.
Such good technique.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Goes down, but nothing given. Rijkaard, tidy with his distribution. Pele, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Deco. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That'll be a throw. And that is a little undercooked. Nesta. Rummenigge. De Jong. And it's Vieira. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Deco. Played out towards the right wing. Rummenigge. De Jong. De Jong powering forward here. Decent chance! Goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And we hit half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Argentina head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Deco. Puskas. And it's Messi. Here's Vieira. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. De Jong. Rummenigge. Can he get on the end of this? Cross into... There's the header! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and
he shoots! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, they'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
It's their second corner of the game. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's De Jong. Can he get it through? Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Puskas.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Nesta. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Dembele! Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Número 22. Se está realizando un
And this is
cambio.
Mohamed Salah. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Jong. Oh, important interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Argentina still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Somewhat off target. And that's a... Oh, Bamiyang! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And he's managed to get free. That has not gone well.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's De Jong. That is good alertness. And here's Baggio. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Nesta.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Quality ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vieira. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Knocks it out wide.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Neymar looking to play him in. Now it's Roberto Baggio. So much chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Desperate defending required here. Great chance! The whistle has gone and it is all over. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very good heading a football.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bullish header! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he plays one through. Can he finish? And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Big chance! Really well taken goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Argentina give themselves a fight. Oh, what's he done? Luis Suarez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That is ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deco. Now it's Pele. Vieira. Out to the left it goes. No, that's been intercepted. Spread it left. Deco. Deco really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder.
Takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Deco. Argentina finding their passes. Neymar. Now it's Pele. Ronaldinho. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Crunching tackle. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that's fabulous. Puskos. Real chance! They've scored! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Argentina get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And now the breakaway. And it's Bale. Bale goes on a charge down the left.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bale receives it in a wide position. Chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
There will be 3 minutes.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter.
There's the shot! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Liverpool blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Puskas, steaming on goalward. Can he finish? There's the whistle for half-time.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department. Substitution on the field, number 22, Suarez.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Is number 9.
Argentina didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Deco. Now it's Messi. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. Shot, surely! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And it's made its way to him. Bergomi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vieira. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a cultured player, is he not, Jim, with a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back.
Terrific header! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Pirlo. Can he get on the end of this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pele! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And Deco! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Well, there's the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Puskás. Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pirlo gets over and intercepts. That's a cute ball. Chips it through, and he's certainly onside here. Look at the space here. Opts to play it back. Messi. Here's Vieira. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bergomi. 30 minutes gone. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Goal! Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Pele. Pele ploughing. He's had a shot! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Now it's Nedved. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Can he finish? It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So what can they make of this? Messi.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Right card. Now it's Pele.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Dembele. That is ended up in no man's land. Bergomi gives no quarter whatsoever. And it's half-time here. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Argentina hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half.
And a quick
on the second half.
Please
it's
take
3-2.
all deductor bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you
Whistle
very much
goes,
for your
and
cooperation.
we start the second half. Deco. Right card. Puskás. That is a brilliant interception. Pirlo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Good ball over the top. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Puskás. And it's Deco. Oh, that was vital. And he's well positioned here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nedved. Nice looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bergomi. He's gone forward. Deco. That's been cut out, well played. And they can counter here. And it's Nedved. Nedved. Cross to the back. It's a mighty effort! Oh, crossbar! Nedved threads one in. Here comes the cross. Nesta attempts a clearance. Tries to pass it through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So, third corner of the game.
Dembele. Number 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 10. Messi.
Maldini is there, and he can get that clear.
Number 11. Nedved.
Cross from Zico.
Coming on the field. Number 21.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitutions taking place.
And here's Doku. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Messi with the short one. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now they can spring out of defence. Played back in. Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Conte. Cruyff. Good ball, good take. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's shifting through the gears here. Turns and goes back. He's gone for goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Great vision. Oh, that's superb. Crosses it in. Big header! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest...
And he shoots! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Rijkaard. No, that's been intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ernest. Chance to deliver. And he's there to clear it. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
This is it then, now or never. 2 minutes to be added on. Chance here to counter. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Played out to the right. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game
Hello,
went on,
everybody, and
a
quick
draw was
announcement now.
always
We would
likely
like
to
to
be on
ask
the
you all to
card. So
kindly stay
overall,
seated
I
during
don't
the
think
match.
anyone will be
Thank you for
complaining
your
too much
cooperation.
about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there is the multifunctional Frankie de Jong.
Yeah, he impressed me a lot, this fella. I've watched him since he was a young prospect, and I really liked what I saw, particularly in the Spanish Cup final in 2021.
Saving grace of what had been a disappointing season for the Catalans. Emphatic win that, though.
4-0, in fact, yeah, and de Jong got the second.
Chance! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Oh, great header! In he goes again! And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Puskás. They want to be quick to recover this. Referee has just said play on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for the run. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played out wide. And he whips it in. That's a good cross in, and a good clearance out. And it's Hernandez. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hernandez. Mateus, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And here's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is lovely. Tries and a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Played with speed from back to front. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Played out to the right. Mbappe. And Mateus. Now it's de Jong. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Puskás. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mbappe in the hunt and looking threatening. That is good strength. Shot could be on. Good take, and is he in? Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Lahm. Lahm going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Dembele. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass somewhat off target. Argentina are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He is through here. Dembele. De Jong concedes a free kick for that. Bergomi makes the interception. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he welcomes it in. And this is Dembele. The referee has given a corner. This is their second corner of the game. Dembele! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean...
And we've reached half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Señoras y señores, solamente se permite beber en las áreas indicadas en el mapa. Muchas gracias. Se está realizando un cambio.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I'm thinking the same. Mbappe! It's anyone's ball now. Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's looking wide. Pinches it off him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Valverde. Lam. He's being urged to shoot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Cruyff. Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Puskas, nicely spread. Oh, that's a key interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Messi. Puskas. And the finish! Now, he's been caught napping. Drives it in. Trice! And it's in! Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Strong running down that left flank. Puskas. Played out wide, and he's in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Valverde, looking to play him in. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb! A finish right from the top draw. Manchester United take the lead. Any thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So we have the first goal. Shapes to shoot! Vieira.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Puskas. Now, can they get him away? Ball looks a good one. He's found the way through. He gets big. Sticks it away. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably...
Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Manchester United get themselves into the lead. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Se está realizando un cambio.
That gets things going for the second half.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland. That's an excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Hannes! Lahm. Some really good ball movement. And it's made its way to him. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Vieira. Cruyff. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Passing is crisp and sharp, played back in. Argentina really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Yaya Toure. And it's Lam. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Argentina can break now. Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Haaland. Well, they've got it again. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Puskas. Messi. And it's Messi. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Showing good feet. Lam. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a shot! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's the shot! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 14.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, nice touch. He's shifting through the gears here. That has been slung wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good-looking ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And claimed it back swiftly. Played into space, and he welcomes it in. Isak was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Rafael Leao. Dunk gets across to intercept that. Yaya Toure. Doku. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ernest. And he cuts out the supply. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi goes short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. He's had it taken off him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Ernest. Rafael Leao. It's out for a goal kick. And there goes the final whistle. Argentina perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. That pass has been well intercepted. And Puskás! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Strokes it back. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Puskás. Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance! He's scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Palmer. Looking for options for movement. And a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he can clear it away. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Davids. Now it's Cruyff. Passing is Chris. Real chance! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Puskás. Now can he find a finish? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Palmer.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Pelé. Puskás. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shifted it to the flank. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. Oh, that was vital. A reprieve. He's had a shot!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Threads one in. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Nesta clears it away. Turan. And it's Palmer. Odo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Pele! And claimed it back swiftly. Vieira. Davids. And this is Shevchenko. That's been slipped through. They've got to be quick to recover this. And there is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's in on goal. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Picked out brilliantly. He has found the way through. And this is Pele. Shevchenko.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Palmer. And this is Hullet. Nesta cuts it out. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. Messi. Here's Vieira. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? He's having a go! Well, there's the clearance. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Shevchenko. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Vieira instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
Rijkaard. Well-timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Out to the right, played back in, tries to pass it through, and he's certainly onside here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Número 11, número 10, Messi. Entran número 5.
Ronaldinho moves short.
Número 14.
Lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Está realizando un cambio.
He's got away. So much time and space here. Doku! In he goes again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Argentina with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho with the short one. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good-looking ball.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. "75 minutes played. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And a chance! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Roberto Baggio! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's been caught napping. Doku. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
They've played it short. Good read, needed to be.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cruyff. Doku. Cruyff. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Doku. And he's managed to get free. Doku puts the ball in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. That has been cut short. Nicely weighted ball. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Dida becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
They get a throw in. Berkobi proves too strong, too smart. Now it's Dembele. Could be danger here. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There they go, hunting again.
Odo. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Dida getting this one clear. Taken back almost at once. Threads one in. Now it's Pelé. Argentina appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Rijkaard looking to play him in. Terrific header! Goal! Argentina!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. First quarter of an hour gone. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Pelé. Argentina are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Messi, it's a threatening ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pelé with the cross. And the ball is out of play. Vieira gathers from the goal kick. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Very nicely done. Dembele on a strong run down the right. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Bale. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Half an hour played now. Vieira. Looking for options for movement. Yaya Toure. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
That's tidy. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Argentina have got it back, and they'll have another go. Caicedo flings in across. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Puskás does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nedved stood up well to him there. And it's Messi. That's a cute ball. Now that's well seen too. Nesta. Odo. Rijkaard. Bale. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, important interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, crossbar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Caicedo. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Played out to the right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Puskás. Messi. Bale. Oh, it's Dembele. And that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here, and the shot! What a save! Terrific reactions! Oh, they could break here. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Still just a single goal between the sides. And he's there to retrieve it. This interception, his positioning was spot on. So we've reached the hour mark.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Argentina. Número 18. Número 11.
Red.
Número 10. Messi.
And it's
Entra
Dembele.
Número 14. Número 21.
That's exactly
Número
what they
22.
need to keep doing.
Cambio.
Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Pinches it off him. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's in a great position here. Crosses it. Oh, what a climb! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Arsenal making consecutive changes here. Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Argentina are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Looking for the run. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Doku. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Back to within one. Interesting. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Doku. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Argentina clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Otto. Can he get it through? Rafael Leao.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de
And the counter
compensación.
is on. We are into overtime. Now it's Mbappe. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Zico. And it's Yaya Toure. Caught offside that time. And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
They came out with purpose, intensity, energy. They were...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Now he's off and running. And this is Luis Suarez. Looks across and plays it in. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Deco. He could be in here. And here's Suarez. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found some space. Climbs up big. There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Guti unable to make it happen. And Guti! Decent hit and on target. Messi. Now it's Pelé. He has found the way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Guti. Great vision. Guti delivered. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Maldini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, this is has another go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Suarez.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Caicedo cannot be beaten that easily.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's played through for him, and he's managed to get free. And now they can clear their lines, and claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Hunnit. Great ball, and he's in here. Up he goes! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Puskas. Deco. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Great chance! He scores!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good take in a good area. And it's Vieira. And this is Puskas!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guti is onto it in a flash. Nedved. Guti.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nedved. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, that's superb. Luis Suarez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he'll shoot here! And he's quick to get it clear again. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the game has already resumed here.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Maldini. Messi. He's found a way through. And the ball is out of play. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's well spotted. Deco goes steaming forward. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira. Suarez with a definite foul there. Vieira. Puskas. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Nice sequence of passes, this. Passing is crisp and sharp. And pull it! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Vieira gets into a good position. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Maldini. Puskas. He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Puskas! Puskas! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 14, Guti. Number 9, Suarez.
That's a cute ball.
Number
Whatever
23,
happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 22.
Can he finish?
Zico. Number 15, Federico Valverde. Number 19.
Argentina
Isaac.
still have the cards to
Number
affect this
11,
game.
Rooney. Number 24.
Gently done.
Grigori. Substitution.
And the shot's on here. Poor robust challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. And the shot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Doku. Argentina claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. They've played it short. Well read, nice interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rooney providing an outlet on that flank. Zico.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And this is Cruyff. Pinches it off him. This looks promising. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cruyff is flagged offside.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Vieira could move up a gear here. And it's Deco. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Added minutes has
Time
been
added
indicated.
on will be 2 minutes. Hernes. Can he get on the end of this? Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Deco goes short. And we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I'm afraid
Argentina
to tell you that
never
we're
really
expecting
got into
traffic
this
to be
game.
heavy
I think
after the final
conceding
whistle
early
today.
as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well-suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
Ball's played through. Messi. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a fine interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cruyff. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. Messi chasing after it. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's really nicely played.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the...
And the shot! Goal! Milan! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any...
Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. He has a look up. That's an excellent interception. Rijkaard with the clearance. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Looking to play him in. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. And he's being shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception.
Argentina truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Cannavaro. This looks promising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Messi. Oh, that's neat. Yaya Toure. Now it's Neymar. Lewis. Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Suarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pass somewhat off target.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Rijkaard tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pelé. He's in a great position here. Nice control. Corner then. And this could be the final action of the first half. That's a decent clearance. Oh, nice touch. Just eases him off the ball. He can get that clear. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Argentina.
Oh no, what a... and he shoots! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here. Yaya Toure. Vieira.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cruyff. And it's Yaya Toure. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he can clear it away. Just about up to the hour now. Might be danger here. Caresses it through. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Messi. That is a great pick out. Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pelé is offering a wry smile there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
So,
23,
third corner of the game.
numero 5, Luis Suarez. Numero 21, numero 6, Messi. Numero 7,
Ronaldinho with the short one. Showing good
Lasciano il
feet.
campo per il numero 8, Bale. Il numero 15, il numero 10.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So their fourth corner of the game. Ronaldinho goes short. That's good play. Ronaldinho. Park Ji-sung. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Yaya Toure knocks it into space. Rafael Leao. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Cruyff. He's got away. Nice interception, well timed. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Milan have their third corner. Maldini attempts a clearance. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rijkaard. Doku going full tilt down the left. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Doku. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance to deliver. Cruyff! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Milan are looking to go forward now. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Vieira.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Ronaldinho shoots! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Argentina complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Hullet. Plays a sharp little ball here. Doku.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely weighted ball. Bale. And that was nowhere near his best. And we're done. Argentina have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
And he's picked it up out wide. Puskas. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vieira wins the duel this time. Foot in. Van Dijk. He's played it long. And this is Pele. Great vision. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Oh, that's nice. Busquets. Pirlo. And this is Ronaldo. There's the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Dunk gets rid without sophistication. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Lahm. Lahm delivers. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Puskas, Messi, Pelé, and he welcomes it in. Lovely bit of skill. He has a look up, well read, and the danger is averted. And that has been clubbed away.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi plays it short. Messi. That's tidy. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Busquets. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard. Otto. Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Messi. And this is Puskas. Pirlo. That's Busquets. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Busquets. Pirlo. Shifted it to the flank. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Otto cuts out the pass. Vieira. And it's Rijkaard. That has not gone well. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Rijkaard takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Messi. Pelé. And this is Pelé. And this is Messi. Oh, shooting chance! Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Messi picks it up out wide. Neymar. Pirlo. Played out to the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vieira. Vieira. Now Pirlo. Can he get it through? He's picked his way through. We are into overtime. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Messi. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Pelé. Good ball, good take. And this is Pelé. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Rijkaard. Messi. That has been slung wide. And it's Messi. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, give it, it's Pelé! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Vieira. Puskas. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
That will annoy the manager. They're making...
Puskas! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Defending of the desperate variety. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Pelé. He has found the way through. Oh, this looks sharp. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Vieira. So what can they make of this? Oh, good spread. And it's Messi. The defender is not giving up on this. No, again there's no way through. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Swings it across. He's found a way through. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Lahm plays it in. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It's a promising position. Cross needs to be good. And it's hoisted clear. He's going for goal! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Has a look and plays it forward. Look at the space here. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Pirlo. Spread it left. Neymar. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Messi. And this is Puskas. He's got away. No way through, so back it comes. Played into space. It's a pretty loose pass. So that's it. It is all over. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Pele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Contra Paris Saint-Germain.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Puskas. He's chosen to go back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pedri. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. There are a big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Puskas actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Argentina with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short. Just eases him off the ball. Argentina have their second corner now. Messi goes short. Oh, that's nice. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Pelé. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, that has not gone well. Messi, now it's Pelé. Chance for a shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rijkaard. And it's Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Argentina are enjoying a good spell right now, and leading. Maldini. It's a pretty loose pass. Puskas. Out to the right. Otto. He's picked his way through. Now it's Puskas. Look at the space here. Argentina have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. Pelé! It's a loose ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nicely weighted ball. Otto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Paz. And he's forced to go back. And they've got a throw. Konate. Rijkaard. It's Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard. Pelé.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, showing good feet. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe, looking to play him in. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Pelé. Can he get on the end of this? And he's certainly onside here. He's run, Puskas! Araujo gets it away. Gravenberg. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Now it's Puskas. Looking for options for movement. Nuno Mendes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Otto. He's having a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Mbappe. Otto deals with that comfortably. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
He's through, now is he in? Now it's Messi. And this is Puskas. And he was quick to react.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pelé. And he's in on goal. Puskas! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Now it's Puskas. Messi tries to pass it through. Thinks about... He's had a shot! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are... And the referee brings the first half to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Argentina certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Argentina are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Here we go again then. Rijkaard. Paz. Now Mbappe. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Judge, surely! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Terrific header! No mistake! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Argentina go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
He's being urged to shoot.
goes for a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Pedri. Knocks it into space. Messi. Now it's Pelé.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Otto. It's a good foot in there. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh no, this does not look good. He's...
Decent chance!
That's another chance!
Can he finish?
Otto, who has set up 2 goals. Vieira.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Messi. That's a good ball. Gravenberg. And it's Pedri. And Konate. Nuno Mendes. Ferran Torres. And he welcomes it in. Header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chance here to counter. Now it's Puskas. Oh, that's fabulous. Pedri. And it's Mendes. And Gravenberg. And it's Koundé. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres really needed to concentrate.
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Messi.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Doku. Oh, that's neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's tidy.
Wow, look who's involved. Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. Now this could be a chance.
Real chance!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Played out to the left flank. Rijkaard. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Looking for the run. Now it's Doku. Doku going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's an errant pass. Vieira. Cruyff. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Argentina can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Cambio.
Out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the gears here.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Paz looking to penetrate opposition lines. Deep into stoppage time. He's on it. And the shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So all's this time surely denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Hernus with the short one. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Argentina can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.